Peace. I haven't spoken to you guys in a minute. At all. It's been a while. And of course I'm at the park. And I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking about what I want to do with my life. And I'm thinking about where it is that I fit. And I'm thinking about the kind of like aggression that's building in me about what I'm tired of seeing, you know? And one of the things is I'm tired of people thinking that it's normal to feel bad all the time. One of the reasons why this doesn't sit well with me, or it kind of irritates me, is because, you know, for a long time I felt bad. Like, I didn't feel good. I didn't feel good in my body. I didn't feel good in this life. I felt really anxious. I felt really panicky. And I knew that this wasn't my nature. I knew this wasn't normal for me. And I felt down sometimes, like the kind of down where, like, on the most beautiful day and the most beautiful trees around me, you know, these are the things that I can't live without, that bring me this endless amount of joy and contentness and peace, and, you know, to be around it and not feel anything. I'm saying, like, I didn't feel anything. I felt this dullness, like I couldn't connect with it, like there was no point in any of this. I felt that way, and I knew it wasn't normal, you know. So I did everything in my power to find out why I felt this way, and to change that shit, because it's our birthright, you know. It's our birthright to feel calm and to feel okay in our body, and anything that's messing with that balance or that equilibrium that the body's constantly trying to get into, it needs to be taken away. It needs to be removed out of the equation. And so today I want to talk about diet. And you guys know what I am, you know. I'm a nutritionist, and so that's my life, that's my trade, that's my career. And so it's my life path to talk about food. As beautiful and delicious and as boring pretty much as it is, I talk about food a lot. Me, I mostly eat fruits and vegetables in its uncooked state. That's what comprises most of my diet. And so I know that because I eat this way, my body's so resilient and my body's become so strong, you know. And it's hard to knock my emotions too much. And of course I'm human, and sometimes I don't feel good, and sometimes I feel really good, but it's hard to like have those really crazy ups and downs and ups and lows, you know, that you get when you're eating a high processed diet full of a lot of starches and a lot of refined foods like chips and cookies and breads and crackers and cakes and even things like hot dogs, just really, really processed foods that when you look at the ingredient list, there's just so many you don't even know where to start reading or even to understand what's in the food item. Don't eat that shit if you want to feel good, and don't be confused when you keep eating it and that's all you eat. Don't be confused as to why you don't feel good, because the equation is really simple, right? We like to complicate things, and we like to think that life is supposed to be so complicated, but I'm learning that this shit is really simple. If you eat good, if you eat colorful foods, if you eat fresh foods, you feel good, you look good. If you eat shit, and when I say shit, I mean food that like has fake colors in it, fake flavors in it, you know, can sit on the shelf for 10 years. When you eat shit, you feel shit. You really do, and there's no way around it. I mean, you could drink a lot of water, and that's helpful, but you can't knock the power of processed foods and its slow destruction of the body. And I'm trying to not sound too dramatic, but there's a sense of urgency that I feel with talking about this, because I've been like experimenting with it for so long, and I've been living in it, in and out, for so long, and I've seen so many things, and I keep coming back to fruits and vegetables. Like, if I want a really clear and consistent result, a result that makes me feel strong and powerful and light in my body, right? It's fruits and vegetables. And the thing about this, that gets me, right, is that when you decide, like, okay, all right, like, let's do the fruit and vegetable thing, it can get really expensive. And so I think it's important that we take it upon ourselves to also learn what we can grow and grow what we can grow, and then buy what we need to buy right now. But maybe, depending on our lifestyle, depending on our goals in life, maybe make it a goal to be able to live on land where you can grow fruits and vegetables. That's my goal, and that's always been something I've been interested since I can remember. And in the meantime, right, you do your best. So what does your best look like? Your best looks like buying what you can buy, right? So buy as much fruit as your budget can handle. Buy as much vegetables as your budget can handle, right? And then supplement with other things that are delicious, like sweet potatoes and some kind of squashes and some kind of dense earth foods that are cheaper to buy by the bulk, but are satisfying and very healthy in the body. I also, I want to talk about movement, right? And moving around and getting sun. But today I just want to focus on food and the importance that you be aware of the food that you eat. And if you need to, one of the things that's helping me right now with stay focused, but in a really effortless kind of way, it's time, because I have a lot of time, right? I've been experimenting with this and learning about food since I was probably 18, 19. So it's been like 10 years now. And so it's not too hard for me to get into the mindset of, all right, I'm going to eat this way and live this life. And it feels really good because I love the food anyway. But for some people, it can be difficult. And so one of the things that I recommend is to start a meditation practice. Now, this can be as little as 3 minutes every morning, and 3 minutes in the evening, or just 3 minutes in the morning, and then slowly increase to 5 minutes, to 10 minutes, to 15, to 20, to 25, to 30, to as long as you want, or as little as you want. But in this time, I want you to set your intention for how the day's gonna move, but not too much talk, intentional talk. I want this time for you to be a time of observance where you watch yourself for who you are in a very non-judgmental, forgiving kind of way, where you're literally just watching yourself. I think this practice is healing, right? Because it allows you to create a safe space where even if you get out of that meditation, you eat something that you didn't really want to eat, or you do something that you didn't really have any business doing, you're able to more easily come back. Because I'm learning that when you beat yourself up, right, in a very judgmental way, it's hard for you to get the energy to go back to your path, right? Because it takes a lot of energy to beat yourself up and to talk down to yourself. But if you can just observe yourself, it's easier to be like, all right, well, that's cool. Like, I did this one time, but I'm not going to do it again. And there's growth that happens with that, So that's all, I just wanted to make this video not too long, but I just wanted to give a little, my opinion on how I feel about certain kind of lifestyles, and just being observant and mindful about the way that you want to live versus the way that you are living, and just put that into balance, like let it line up with your true intentions, because that's what I'm doing right now. And sometimes it feels really hard and it doesn't feel easy, but other times it feels really good. And right now I feel really good. So yeah. And I hope you're doing good too. But that's it for now, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.